Hey guys, and welcome to this video. Today we're doing part 2 of artists who come over to my island and draw on my bulletin board. I hope you all enjoyed the first part as much as I did, and let's get into this video. So our first artist is Shoob, and this artist I will represent a bit different this time because they actually told me their whole life story. And I will be reading their life story while you guys can look at some pictures that he provided for me to tell with the story. I'd like to start off by saying that, like you stated before, every artist does have their own process of drawing. Some use their bare fingers, others use Joy-Cons, and some use styluses to draw on Switch. I use a combination of stylus and the Joy-Cons. I started drawing back on October 1st, and like most Animal Crossing artists, had some experience already drawing beforehand, so while my drawings weren't exactly what they are today, meaning fully colored and with backgrounds, you could at least tell who the characters were as shown here. Back then I used nothing but the stylus for the whole drawings I made, and as you could maybe tell by the pictures I sent. I used up my ink pretty quickly. Why is that? Because I didn't know how to manage my ink properly like I do now. Of course, the more practice I did, the better I was getting at managing my ink, and the best I could muster up 7 days after I first started would be this drawing. Even better drawings soon followed after that one. I was starting to get the hang of doing drawings here on Animal Crossing with even more color, but I could never draw something that felt complete to me. It was either color the hair or shade the face. Most clients and artists out there prefer to get their hair colored while sacrificing shading on the skin, which is fine and all since I was drawing for them, but it bothered me since I wasn't drawing for Nook Mile tickets or bells alone. I was drawing to improve myself and bring joy to those who wanted it by giving them a drawing of their choosing. Friends of mine would back me up as I was doing up to sometimes 12 drawings every single day. That is until one day an artist who later turned out as a friend messaged me and asked me to draw for them. So I messaged my friend Jesse James on the day of and asked him for some tips and advice on how to improve my drawing, which they graciously did. In fact, that was the day that everything changed for me, as they told me things that I had never knew before, and it was a game changer for me. I played Animal Crossing blindly and didn't do any research on how to do those things, since I wanted to find out and learn for myself with rich experience. What Jesse told me wasn't exactly anything new to pro artists out there. It's something that, to my knowledge, was first discovered by Ranch over on Twitter. Jesse let me know that brush size does not matter while drawing, as every size wastes the same amount of ink, which is something that I didn't know about. Jesse also told me that you are able to zoom in while drawing if you turn on the zoom option for your system settings, which again changed everything. For me, since beforehand I wasn't able to zoom in at all. This was the best result of all the knowledge. Looking back at it now, it honestly doesn't look as good as I thought it did, but it's honestly the start of where my drawings finally evolved past what they once were. Right after I finished that drawing, the artist whom I drew for blessed me with even more knowledge coming from once again Wrench over on Twitter. And the knowledge that they shared with me was honestly a lot to take in at one time. So after that drawing, I sorta went silent as I began to practice a lot with the new information I was given over at a friend's island. Day after day would I do new drawings and I would not stop until I improved. And I did. Practicing helped me make my very first drawing that I would consider a masterpiece of my own, and then another one, and then another one. Back to back, I created so many masterpieces thanks to the knowledge that I have gained from my fellow artists and friends blessed upon me. I had finally achieved the quality of artwork that I was always wanted in just 20 days. I was finally ready to reopen commissions and start drawing for the public again, while also confidently asking for art trades. I hope you guys all loved that story as much as I did. It was amazing to listen to the story of how art is created and the process of the art. So then it was time for us to look at the art on our bulletin board, and what can I say, it is so beautiful, it's so well done, and I was just quiet. I didn't know what to say because I just loved it so much. And I've said it I think a million times already to everyone's art. It is just amazing, and the talent is like over the world. It's so nice how they can do that. I'm like, how do they even do that? So we had to clap and we had to give some compliments because that's what we always do. And they deserve some love. So the artist also made some pictures of the whole process of the drawing. I will be showing you guys that right now. Here you can see the first step. This is the second step. It's like a little bit of the process to see what the artist did while going towards the end result of the painting. I think it's really fun to see the small steps. And then almost you see the painting getting colored and full and beautiful with some little more background details. And then this is the end result with some lovely sparks because we love the sparks. I want to thank the artist so much. If you want to follow him on Twitter, this is his Twitter account. Again, like I said with every artist, not everyone does commissions, but always feel free to ask the artist. Going to our next artist is Panda Ben. I don't know really how to say it, I'm sorry. Here are some artworks of them and they do some amazing work. As you can see, I'm really impressed. It looks lovely. So they were coming to my island. Of course we had to welcome them and I was really excited for this artist to come over because I had seen the amazing art pieces and then, you know, you just want to see it as fast as you can. I also want to tell you guys with this video, these videos take a lot of time if you didn't know. If you ever want to invite a bulletin artist to your island, a good drawing can take around 3 to 5 hours. Most of the time artists suggest that you go to sleep and leave the switch on, but if you want to wait on them, be prepared to wait a while. And this is just because they have to sketch first and after the sketching they are doing outlines and they are working on a switch which isn't the biggest surface to work on. So that is something you should know if you ever want to invite a bulletin artist over to your island. But I can promise you the result will be way worth it. The art is so amazing. Even though you don't look at your board that often, knowing these amazing artworks on your board is definitely worth it. So here they were done and I didn't see it yet because I was waiting. And I tried to look at my screen most of the time, but sometimes I would be a little late. So I felt bad for that. Okay, so I'm going to walk up and show you guys the amazing art piece that is made. They actually love, which is fine. So here is the painting they made. It is Zhongli from Genshin Impact as well. I'm really having a Genshin Impact theme going on here on my board right now. I love it so much. You can see who it is. The colors are amazing. I don't even know how you can do that with so less colors on the bulletin board. But yeah, really beautiful. If you want to follow this artist on Twitter, this is the Twitter account. You can find their art here. This artist is Vicky. It was time for them to come to my island to draw on my amazing board. Their in-game name was Vicky, so I will be referring to her as Vicky in this video. And as I always do, I show them the board where they can paint, and then like always we will wait patiently for the amazing art. This is one of the last artists I have had come over to my island, and I've been so thankful I can show you guys this amazing art. I hope you all enjoy this video as much as I am and will appreciate the amazing art and give them some extra love they deserve. They were done and I was sitting down and they actually sat down next to me, which is pretty cute. And then it was almost time for us to walk over to the board and, you know, see what they made us. This is the result, what they made us. It's like a really cute character with some pink lovely hair in snow, and it totally fits the scene of our island right now. It is a really different style than the previous artist I had come over, but I still love it so much. We had to give some compliments, of course, because that is what we do. We appreciate all of the artists. And here it is one more time. Also, this artist showed us some steps of the process with a little bit of text with it, so I will be reading those right now. I started by making a few lines to know where the face and the hand should go. I did a sketch with colors I would use so that I could start by coloring and then do the lining. I used the directional buttons and start spamming A to color most of the drawing, that way I don't run out of ink too fast. Adjustments like giving more color to certain areas and small background details is the last step she does. Here again is the amazing art with some sparkles, because we have to show off the art piece. If you want to follow this artist, here is their Instagram account. Show them some love, and like I said, if you want to have a commission, you should ask the artist. And our last artist of this video is Verona. These are some of her amazing artworks. I love her style. It is so different than the other painters I've had come over to my island, but her style is really beautiful. It was time for her to come over to my island and for her to draw on my board. I was really excited. I was also a bit sad that this was our last one. Also, you might have noticed I'm in summer now and my island is like way more empty. I'm probably going to flatten my whole island, but that will be in another video. So then it was time for them to draw on my board and for us to wait a little bit. This is our last time waiting for now, and it was kinda sad because, you know, I really love having people over and wanting to showcase their amazing art, and yeah, it was kinda sad, but also waiting for the art is always really exciting because you just want to see what it is and then you're so excited. Yes. So this is the result they made, and as you I was just speechless. I'm still speechless. I really love this. The art style is so different, but it's still amazingly cute and really does deserve some amazing love. We then had another lovely conversation, and they actually offered me to come back another time and maybe have another drawing drawn on my board. That was really lovely, and I'm looking forward to having that moment. So then we gave some more compliments. If you want to get a bulletin drawing from this artist, they are actually on Nukazon and are still posting active listings on Nukazon. So if you want to have a chance of getting a drawing yourself, then for this artist you have to contact them on Nukazon. So here was our cute conversation ending, and they were so lovely and sweet and wishing me a good day. It was just lovely. So here I will be showcasing the art piece one more time with some amazing glitters because we love that for sure. And if you want to follow this artist on social media, you cannot yet, sadly. She is going to make social media accounts, but will update via Nukazon, so I would recommend following her on there. Here I will be showcasing one more time all the drawings of this episode. If you haven't seen part 1 yet, please check out the video. There are some amazing artists in that one as well. I want to thank every artist that participated in my series for joining in and working together. It was absolutely a blessing. I really love doing it. I hope you guys get some extra love now in the community. And if you are an artist watching and you want to be featured in my video as a bulletin artist, please message me in the comments or message me on my email address also in the comments. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I'd love to see you on my next video. Thank you!